afternoon, everyone. I hope everyone settled well. People at the back, if you want to take your seats. I am Saurabh. I work with the Element team, and it is indeed our pleasure to have you with us, our friends from media, our dealer partners, our investors, and my colleagues from the Mahindra family. Well, finally the day is here. It's a day that many of us in this hall have been eagerly waiting for. And I could have welcomed you to another product launch. Then as I thought about it, I realized that this is so much more than just another product launch. Any category undergoes a change when someone decides to question the norms and think beyond it. Friends, we at Element have dared to do so. And over the next couple of hours, what you're going to witness is a product which is rooted in bold thinking, design, engineering, and deep customer insights. We are not trying to launch a product alone today, but through this product, we are basically trying to take you to a place which could be the future of this category. And hence, I welcome you to witness that future with us. And to take this forward, let me invite Ms. Suman Mishra, MD and CEO of Mahindra Last Mile Mobility, to talk about the company and what really triggered this thinking and what is actually lying ahead in the future. Suman.
Good morning, everyone. I'm so thrilled to have you all here. The moment which will probably be the defining launch of this category. At Mahindra Last Mile Mobility, we exist to electrify the last mile. The last mile is what moves India. The last mile employs millions. And when we electrify this category, we unlock prosperity for the millions. And we do not leave our cities dirty. We clear the air quality, we unlock prosperity, and that is why we at Mahindra Last Mile Mobility believe that it is our collective responsibility to electrify the last mile. For us, electrification is inevitable. I have shared this many times before and the number just keeps going up. Today, we are at 35% electrified in the three-wheeler category. 35% electrification, the largest electrified category in India. This is not some trend, this is inevitable because the economics are definitively better. It is decisively better than driving any other ICE. The experience is superior. It is comfortable, it has higher performance, and it is just simply quieter. Charging is simple, charging is ubiquitous, and it is also sustainable. And that is why we believe that the electrification is inevitable. Our volumes have certainly grown, I think 17x over the last few years, and we are glad to have led this transformation from the front. We are India's #1 commercial EV range with 3 lakh EVs on the road. That is 3 lakh people with higher earnings. That is 3 lakh cleaner vehicles on the road. This journey, though, has not happened overnight. This journey has taken This journey has taken a lot of grit, it has taken determination, resilience, and ruthless execution. I want to shout out to my team here, some of whom are present, who have stood and given their all to make us reach here. And our dealer partners who have supported us every single step of the way. We have come a long way, and let me share with you a brief glimpse of what has brought us here. May I have the AV, please? This is a wonderful glimpse of what we have achieved and what has brought us here. But what brought us here is not going to get us there. As leaders, it is time to reimagine this whole category. Not incrementally improve, but rethink from the ground up. And today, I'm thrilled that you are here with me for this leap into the future. It's our obligation and our responsibility to reimagine this future. You know, for far too long, the last mile customer has lived on survival. Just enough earnings, just enough comfort, just enough range. But we have listened to them. You saw some photos earlier. We have traveled the length and breadth of India and heard our customers. We have understood their pain points and we understand their aspirations. Their aspirations are not about survival, as is for none of us, right? The aspiration is for a higher earning. Aspiration is for better comfort. Aspiration is to have pride in what they drive. So this product is built to elevate the livelihood of these customers and not just offer a mobility solution. This is also the time to move from incremental innovation to step change in the technology. Whether it is the design or the technology, we have rethought everything from the ground up. And my colleagues will come here today and explain in detail how this is about reimagining the entire category. And we are not just interested in competing. We are here to shape the future. To shape the future of the last mile, to shape the future of how India moves, and to redefine what a last mile should look like, shouldn't it? Shouldn't it have cleaner roads? Shouldn't it have smarter mobility? Shouldn't it have better livelihoods? So today, we are here to build the future. Again, it's time to reimagine the future. A better future for our customers, from the technology, from the design, for our urban landscapes, for the cities that we live in. And it is time for the last mile to rise. Rise in earnings, rise in pride, and rise in possibilities. So, we chose a name that captures that. So, without further ado, may I request for the video of the name reveal. flight to a new category and to take a flight to the future. So let's UDO everyone. Thank you. No. Oh well, let me ask the design extraordinaire, Mr. Bose, who has designed this category, to take us through the design vision and the journey. Welcome, Pratap.
Thank you, Suman. Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. It's such a pleasure to be here. You know, a lot of me and the global design team have designed many SUVs. Many of you have seen them. You know, Thar, Bolero, Scorpio, the BEVs. But if I can give a secret, someone please don't tell my colleagues in auto, that the UDO project for me and for us was definitely one of the most exciting challenges and exciting projects that we have ever done in the last 5 years. So I just want to say that. So, as Suman said, we have a global design team both in Bombay and in Banbury in UK. And Mahindra India Design Studio is the one who really headed and spearheaded this project. Now, the design story is interesting because, you know, we are in 2026. Yes, just keep that date in mind. This is what a phone looked like in 1970. All of you, or many of you, would have used a phone like this. And then in 2007, a little company in California changed the phone forever, the iPhone. This is what a car looked like, you know, over 100 years ago, almost, 120 years ago. And this is what a car looks like today. You know, the B6, many of you know, electrified from Mahindra. Changed the game completely. That on the left is a 1956 Routemaster London bus. And the one on the right is from 2012, electrified, provides clean mobility in London, is a global icon and has become an iconic product. More than 100 years ago, this is what a steam engine looked like. And then in 1964, to coincide with the Tokyo Olympics, the first bullet train was revealed to the world. India is now going to get bullet trains soon. But in 1964, they were able to do that. Now when we look at the three-wheeler category, that was an auto rickshaw in 1950. And on the right is auto rickshaw today. Why has this one product that provides mobility to so many millions, in fact billions of people, not seen any change in over 75 years? So when Suman and the LMM team came to us to brief us, they said we need something to change the category completely for once and forever. And then the team said that in the future, if some company is making a presentation, on a slide like this should be the UDO. So this is what we set out with. Now, as many of you know, when you've seen some of our previous presentations, we always start with customer insight. Suman and her team have, of course, traveled, I don't know how many lakhs of kilometers, how many people they have spoken to. And the auto rickshaw is an intrinsic part of our lives in India. You know, we do everything in that. But like I said, it is such an underserved category in terms of product design. Our lives have changed, everything we do has changed. But that one product has remained the same. So how do these insights convert into a great new product for the future? So for the first time, you know, we said, okay, we'll use innovation in everything we do, re-examine every step of the process in creating this product. We'll use intuition. That means when the driver or the operator is using the product, or the customers who sit in the back, everyone knows what it is right from when they see it. Nothing is, nothing is aggressive, nothing puts off the customers. They would love to see this product and love to be in this product. And it should be inspiring. Like all the products I showed you before, and how Suman mentioned, this product should inspire a generation of Indians. And for the first time, in SUVs, we have a design philosophy called hardcore design. And for the first time, we are introducing a design philosophy for our LMM and commercial vehicle products. It's called IntelliCore. This means intelligence at the core, at the heart of the design process. So this is not styling, this is not to make the auto rickshaw look like it's going fast, or it's, this is true product design. And this is about toughness, it's about modernity, so we take some inspiration, but very, very quickly, the designers immediately, as most designers do, get into a series of sketches. We do, I think on any program, over 1,000, 1,500 sketches. And they show it to us like this, inspired by various means of transport. So you can see a train there, or you can see, some strength in even a gorilla. So what should that vehicle represent? So they put down hundreds and thousands of sketches on paper. And then we have a process by which we come down to, selecting what will work. So you can see the exploration is really 360 degrees. We look at everything, that at that stage, because paper is free. Ideas are from our human intelligence. We talk about a lot about AI, but this is pure HI. And then we zoomed in on this sketch on your left, which showed this sort of ring. This structure which was safe, which felt very, very modern, nothing out there in terms of silhouette, and was instantly recognizable and instantly liked by the management team when we presented. But to take this into a viable product that has to be produced at a certain cost, in a certain way, there's a long process. And immediately you can see when we put it against that 1956 three-wheeler, you have elements of familiarity, but it really takes it to another place. And then there's no comparison. So we put this sketch for a comparison, but there is no comparison. What the UDO is really a start of a new era of three-wheeler design. Then we get into lots of details, again, how each part will look, where they will be placed on the vehicle. There's legislation, there are other technical parameters that we have to work within. But we are able to create this sort of, fantastic product. And if you see even the artwork, the amount of passion the designers put, I think my SUV designers have also not put so much in creating this. And then they start imagining, as designers do, what would it look in our urban landscape? This product should be in the length and breadth of India. India is, of course, urbanizing very quickly, but what would it look everywhere? Would it stand out too much? Would it blend in? Would it be friendly? Would it be aggressive? These are the questions we ask when we take it out of the studio into the imagination or the world outside. What would it be like in the rain? We all talk about auto rickshaws not being protected. Through a set of accessories, you can even protect customers and passengers from the elements. Also, we went into detail about shipping. So the way the construction of the vehicle is, you can fit up to 14 of these in a certain configuration in a standard international shipping container. So these are some of the considerations that go into to a design like this. Interior, well, kind of interior, but the command center for the pilot. There again, through all our studies, they all have a phone, they all have smartphones, but through some rubber band or something very crude, they're putting it on their steering. So, we said, why not integrate all of that? Give them a nice digital display like you saw in a cockpit of an aircraft. Why can that person not feel like he or she is a pilot of this vehicle? And going to aspiration. This is what we want them to aspire. You don't ever hear a child saying, when I grow up, I want to be an auto driver. Why? Because there's no dignity associated with it. Now, when you give a product like this, it's more likely than not that someone will say, this is so amazing, I will choose to do this. And I will choose to better myself and my family. I will choose to rise. And that's what the interior cabin's about. It takes care of all the functionality, space to keep things, but it also the visibility. We have the largest single piece windshield. And we did a lot of research, a lot of studies, upward visibility, downward, sideways, to come to that dimension. I remember the conversations we had with the engineering team because we had to get it right. We have an amazing seat. You've seen many three-wheelers just put a piece of wood with some foam. We've got a 20% thicker seat. We'll speak about it later, but this is about comfort. We also, in the back, we call it a lounge seat. Very easy to get into, even through the doors, but it's very, very comfortable. And also, if you bumped around in an auto, you don't hit your head on anything. This is again another important point. So this just shows you, some of those control and display elements. And with a set of accessories, you will have power on the go, there's entertainment, they can put a speaker. Why not? Why can't this be the SUV of E3 wheelers? Or maybe I'll use the term the other way around next time. So UDO, like I said, the rear seat is very easily accessible from that door. In there also, again through a set of accessories, we can provide a charger, there's a bottle holder, there's lots of storage for bags behind the seat. You saw that some kids use this to go to school. Why can't it be, that product or that object or that friendly mode of transport that they look forward to going to school in the morning? These are some views we then create. This is before any sheet metal is stamped. We present to Suman and team visuals like this of the final vehicle which engineering and design have created. We just again, to really show what it will look like on the road before anything is made. That's the UDO in the gullies of India, but it's also, I always have this vision. People get off when they're going to a hotel. They actually ask the auto driver to stop before they reach the hotel, and then they walk the last few, 30 meters because they're embarrassed to be seen in one. My dream is that, after today, customers will drive all the way to the door of a 5-star hotel in India. Why not? In the world. Why can't it be in a corporate park like this? Why can't it be in the LMM office in Bangalore? This almost looks like that. It should really be a ubiquitous part of India. And, so I'll just show you some of the visuals we create. Why can't it be something that greets you at the international airport, standing in a line like this, and you choose this as a mode of transport? It can be at the metro stations. Someone spoke about, we're looking at how this distributes over that true last mile. It can be at the railway stations. Imagine getting off a Vande Bharat train, which is so modern, so cool, so classy, and you get out of the station and you have a UDO waiting for you. I'll just run through some of these for you. We hope this will become something you will see and use on a daily basis. You'll of course see this on the product later today. Yeah, and the last, I'll just show you one film clip, which is the culmination of the design process. So with that, I hope you enjoyed the design process as much as we did. We really loved to design this product, and we hope that it really becomes a symbol of a new modern India, and Suman and team change this category forever. So thank you very much. Let's have the AV.
Can you all hear me okay? Yes. Good afternoon. I'm Philip Jose. I head the product development at Element. So I'm here to walk you through our journey of how we designed and developed this magnificent product from ground up. A journey of 3 years with a lot of sweat, tears, midnight oil, and elbow grease. When the brief came to develop a brand new three-wheeler for India, it was very clear that it would not be an incremental product. We were looking to bring in a step change in the way a three-wheeler runs, rides, and maneuvers. It wasn't enough that we exceed the competition. It wasn't enough that we deliver a product which will compete for attention in a marketplace of over a dozen mainstream three-wheeler players. We need to reimagine what it means to bring a three-wheeler into a market with our DNA, our purpose, and our vision. We did have a trio, which has won hearts and minds of more than 3 lakh customers. But what can we do massively better? A more apt question, what Pratap alluded to, was what Mahindra, with the knowledge of producing fantastic SUVs and BEVs, can do in a three-wheeler EV space. So we got to work on a set of impossible trade-off questions. What does it make the product to deliver unmatched performance so that our customers can take more trips per day and earn more income while saving on electricity costs? What kind of body and suspension would make the vehicle planted on fast corners while still achieving class-leading comfort? What would make the vehicle elevate the user experience and bring in pride of ownership without burning holes in the pockets of our customers? For all this, it is evident that we need to develop a super light chassis which would provide enough room for driver and the passengers to be comfortable in the vehicle while being energy efficient. The body has to be super rigid to take on the punishing potholes and the speed breakers on our roads. And the powertrain has to be super efficient to deliver high performance while using minimum losses. And the suspension has been super optimized to deliver class-leading ride and handling without compromise. For the powertrain, we have developed a highly efficient motor with low-loss steel and high-density winding, and a motor controller which has very low resistance MOSFETs. And mind you, it is sometimes wise to put that little extra steel and copper into your motor to get the last bit of energy efficiency rather than chase higher power density. And that's what we did. The gearbox similarly was designed to minimize the churning and bearing losses. The charger was completely designed anew to bring down the losses at each power stage. Likewise, the DC-DC converter. HEPI even counted the dark current which the vehicle electronics consume when the vehicle is off and brought that down to 3 milliamps. Every bit of losses was counted, measured, and minimized. And we combined this with enhanced regenerative braking capability using a reverse throttle function. And that's how we get the ultra low energy consumption, which you're presenting in the screen now. For the vehicle, it was clear from the start that the typical three-wheeler body configuration, standardized pretty much in India, brought from Italy in the 1960s, would not do. So we thought of a fully monocoque vehicle. What a crazy idea. Who in the right mind would do that for a three-wheeler? But you see, if you want to fly, you have to take that first leap of faith. And that's what we did. Our vehicle team designed impossible body, twice the torsional stiffness, and a third higher bending stiffness than the competition, without increasing the weight. And we strapped down an independent suspension at the rear and a dual fork suspension at the front to deliver unmatched ride and comfort, which you see in the scores on the screen here. But my favorite was the batteries. The conundrum in electric vehicles is that if you want longer range, you put larger batteries. But now you have heavier batteries and you get even more batteries to haul the vehicle around. An unending question of heavy batteries leading to a longer range. How can we challenge that? How can we design a battery which can have higher energy output without increasing weight? So we literally thought out of the box. We stripped down all the elements of the battery pack design and confronted the basic contradiction of a battery pack design, an intelligent battery pack design. If you want to design a battery pack, especially in Indian climate, you would want to have a very highly optimized thermal design to minimize the thermal pathways. So the cells run cooler even when handling high currents and high amperage. But at the same time, you want thermal insulation between cells so that if one cell goes into a thermal event, the adjacent cells do not catch on to it. So again, our engineering team in LMM, we designed the battery pack to optimize the thermal system while covering the cells with thermal insulation foam so that both these ends are met and the batteries run cool even at higher ambient and high currents. That's how we got a highly energy dense battery pack which is totally safe and long lasting. Speaking of safety, we have made further interventions in the overall vehicle design to make the vehicle even safer. We completely revamped the electrical wiring harness of the vehicle to make it impossible for any wire to burn due to short circuit. We have redesigned the entire braking system such that the stopping distance is much better compared to competition. And we have built in redundancies for all our key sensors in the powertrain system so that the system lands in a safe state in the case of an eventuality. Encompassing all this was a robust embedded software as well, which used state-of-the-art model-based design techniques to deliver a robust, reliable software to control the vehicle. We developed an all-new diagnostic platform, EVA, to improve the diagnostic capability of the vehicle so that our service team, our service technicians can debug the vehicle faster and thereby reduce the turnaround time at our service centers. And we have revamped our entire cloud infrastructure to provide ultimate analytics and remote diagnostics capabilities for the vehicle. And we tested, and again tested our vehicles at each stage of development. We built on 150 prototypes and tested them on all possible road conditions. We ran the vehicle on SAV-proven tracks, we ran them on torture tracks, and we ran them across the length and breadth of India, across multiple terrains, multiple geographies, to find any hidden weakness in the design and fix it. Our software test cases now stand at over 10,000, and we've driven the vehicle over 1 million kilometers across India, across all the terrains, as part of our testing scheme. I just leave you with a small AV on giving a glimpse of how we tested our vehicles in the last 2 years. Thank you.
Thank you, Philip. Very good afternoon to all of you. You just heard what is the power of our advanced technology, deep engineering, and very, very strong and robust rigorous testing. You just witnessed that when you just heard that. Innovation gets amplified when it actually reaches in the hands of him or her. That is our esteemed customers. It really gets amplified. And it gets even more amplified when it really works, it outperforms the expectation of her or his. That is our esteemed customer. And that is where the manufacturing comes in. As Suman mentioned, that at Last Mile Mobility, we are not just doing something. We are actually doing a step change transformation. And that holds good and true for all our manufacturing operations, because we are not doing manufacturing, we are ensuring that we do it right, first time right, every time right. That is towards manufacturing excellence. And when I say this, we have truly fortified our manufacturing operations, our complete manufacturing ecosystem. with strong automation, robotics, digital tracking, process controls, process capability for first time right, everything right, and ensure that quality is always at the forefront and center of what we do. This is a product which is really built with technology. You have seen such a wonderful design by Pratap and team. It is a product which is built with discipline. It is built to deliver. It is built to scale. And most importantly, it is really built to last as we are driving the future of last mile mobility. When I say this, I would like to bring our world-class manufacturing operations and state-of-the-art facilities closer to you and bring you closer to those coordinates where we are shaping the future. Can I have the AV, please?
I may look like a three-wheeler, but I'm much more than that. I'm a necessary evolution in the three-wheeler category. I am the future, and I'm just one among many, designed to drive change. Come, let me show you how Mahindra is shaping the future. This is where the future of EVs is being created and where I was brought to life. Mahindra's Zahirabad factory. Let's begin at the heart of every EV, the battery. This is no ordinary battery assembly plant. It's the foundation of a cleaner, better future. Here, a fully robotized line delivers unmatched precision and speed, from testing and sorting cells to ensuring strong and enduring connections. Like the battery inside me, each battery produced here is compact and safe, providing faultless performance and best-in-class life. This is the pulse of a bold new vision, driving Mahindra's next-gen vehicles forward. From power, we move to form, the body. Here, robots don't just assemble metal, they sculpt it. Every weld and alignment exact, every frame solid. We are built to endure, no matter the road or condition. Finally, robotic arms paint us all with precision, applying a premium automotive-grade finish not seen before in three-wheelers. So there you have it, a first-of-its-kind EV manufacturing facility in India, designed to build not just faster, but wiser, to move forward without leaving the earth behind. I am the first embodiment of this vision, built to transform not just three-wheelers, but the future of mobility responsibly. See you on the road.
Wow, didn't I say that it was not just a launch? The design, the engineering, the scale, and we're just getting started. Well, I think in this section, you've seen what the raw material, the ingredient of this product is. We would now want to talk about how all of this will come together and play in the market. How will this product interface with the customer? And this section will focus on that. Let me start by talking about the customers. You heard Suman say that we are already leaders. And in some ways, this question may arise that if we are already leaders, why do this? Well, yes, we have Trio, a very popular brand, It addresses the belly of the e-auto market. Almost 70-75% of the market sits in that 120-150 typical city operation kind of application. And Trio happens to be the most popular brand in that space. But we also saw that electrification is now at 35%. So clearly, customers have started liking electric vehicles. And as it expands to the customers on the outskirts, to nearby towns, a new kind of application emerges, which is a higher range, which enables the customer to move to and fro from the city to their town and vice versa. And that is the customer set which our new offering will address. It opens up ourselves to that customer set. So clearly, both these amazing products are going to play out in the market and accentuate that leadership. But then, the product is not just performance. It's so much more. The design you saw, it looks stunning. And when you will see it, believe me, if this was 100, that will suddenly become 200. The engineering, all this manifests into features which are smart, which are quirky. They'll allow customers to earn more, be more comfortable. So who is really going to get triggered by this? You know, our customers are hustlers. They do the toil. But among them are folks who do not want to settle for less. They want more. They want more value for everything that they do. These are young, savvy, forward-looking customers who want something which gives them more than range, more than just a tool which I can start in the morning, end the day with. It's something that I want to own. It's something that I'd love to show off. It's that customer to whom we'll present this product. Now, this may sound that, oh, but is it really going to happen? And that's a fair question. But that's a question that we asked on multiple occasions through the journey of developing this product. And as we engaged with the customer through the development journey, we got a reaction. We got feedback which can be summed up in one word. Wow, delight. The conversations moved from mere functional traits to aspiration. These are verbatims from some of those customer clinics. You don't see range here. You don't see price here. Of course, range and price are important. I'm not saying they're going out of the park. But look at what customers really talked about. Fun. The Range Ride Race 3R RRR mode. They talked about the pride they'll feel because their customers, which is the rider of this vehicle, will have space and comfort unseen. And you will see that in some time. They're talking about आराम से गाड़ी चलाऊंगा, खुश रहूंगा. I mean, isn't it music to your ears if you are really making this product and trying to give it to the customer? This sits exactly where the starting of the day happened, with Suman saying that, can we really take this to the aspiration of people and not merely, this is a tool for me to earn. But the most interesting is the one which you see on the right top, where customers actually looked at the product and said, ये तो प्लेन लग रहा है, ये glide करेगा. So when the customers are moving from functional to aspirational, it just emboldens us. It emboldens us to put this out as India's first autoplane, UDO. And when I say India's first auto plane, through its design, performance, comfort, it is going to give that value to the customer of really elevating the ownership experience, the pride of ownership. And I would like to own this vehicle. I would like to drive this vehicle. I mean, that's the reaction that it is likely to evoke. And when I say India's first auto plane, it's not just a statement. It will boast of features which are unheard of in this category. It's really allowing this product not to compete, but chart its own path, its own future. Talk about features like reverse throttle. Now, some of you may know that this is a concept which is used in aircrafts. It's the same concept given to our customers, where, like one customer said, ये गाड़ी चलाना मेरे दाएं हाथ का काम है, because मैं आगे भी कर सकता हूँ और रोक भी सकता हूँ और मुझे हाथ के अलावा कुछ नहीं चाहिए. So this feature allows forward propulsion and retardation of the vehicle through the same throttle in reverse directions. Now this is amazing engineering getting converted to customer convenience. Imagine the customer driving in heavy traffic and they don't have to apply brake, they don't have to really keep braking and moving forward. It's all in their hands. And while they do so, the brake life enhances because you're braking softly. And while the braking was happening, there was regen happening, so it gives more efficiency. All this is engineering coming together and giving superior performance and convenience. Talk about creep. You start the vehicle, you let it idle, and it will keep rolling forward at a speed of 4-5 kilometers. Nothing fancy, but such practical feature. Now, between creep and reverse throttle, just imagine the delight a customer will have in driving this vehicle in a bumper-to-bumper traffic condition in Bombay, Delhi, Hyderabad, or any of such places. So it's not only the outskirt, up-country customer who may get excited, it might be the urban customer. It might be the CNG customer who may want, this is such a cool machine, I want to now switch to electric. Oh, by the way, the performance is anyways allowing him or her to switch to electric because it will give you a certain range, and I'll not keep it, I'll not give it away right now. Hold on for some time. But it just allows you to operate in the same way a CNG vehicle does at a much lower cost. Philip did speak about monocoque construction. While technically it's a very superior construction never heard of in this category, what it really means for the customer is a very stable vehicle. And again, don't believe me because I say so. Immediately after the product unveiled, there are some vehicles which are going to do some stuff which will tell you why monocoque chassis is delivering what it is delivering. And the 3R mode, RRR, range, if you want to go long, right, for your daily operations. And if you are in the mood to have some fun, it's the zippy race mode, which will allow you to have all the fun. And all, again, at the control of my customer's hand. So you're not only giving them a product, you're literally, in some ways, empowering them that everything, like a cockpit, is controlled by my hands, in my sphere of control. And I can just go on and on. I mean, these are very limited segment, first kind of features. It is only justified that we take you through the core performance features and the advanced features of this product along with the range. And to do so, I'll request if Prateek can come. So I just want to talk about this. Pratap did mention 20% better seats. These are plush seats. And again, look at the consideration. It's not only the dimension. We've gone ahead and actually improve the density of the foam for both our customers and our customers' customers. And hence we say that both the customers will actually experience lounge-like comfort. With that, I'll give it away to Prateek to talk about the entire features.
It's absolute pleasure to be here with all of you. Good afternoon. So Saurabh spoke about who is our customer, and Suman spoke about the electrification. So as electrification is increasing and electrification is going to outskirts of the city, customer will need more range. And when we talk about EV, range is the first thing which comes in our mind. So as you can see on my right side, there is a Zairabad plant, and on the left side where we are all currently enjoying this launch, High-Techs. The distance between these two locations is around 95 kilometers. So in one charge, this vehicle will go to Zairabad and come back, and still some charge will be there for the customer. So real world range of this particular product, Mahindra UDO, is 200 kilometers. And in Mahindra Last Mile Mobility, we talk about real world range. Suman spoke about the 3 lakhs happy customers we have, and we know. Philip spoke about how we have tested this vehicle, and all through multiple testing, we have arrived at this number. All our trio customers, Zio customers, they promise that whatever Mahindra is saying, they are delivering. By the way, certified range of this vehicle is 265 kilometers. Now let's talk about the battery. This battery gives 11.7 kilowatt hour battery, which is the most energy efficient battery, and I think Philip has rightly spoke about the energy density of our particular battery compared to all other competition. This particular battery is giving this 200 kilometer range to our customers. Saurabh spoke about reverse throttle, and whenever we do reverse throttle, vehicle will further get more range. Vehicle will get charging through the reverse throttle. Same is with the braking. Once you apply the brake, it's a regenerative braking, and with all the whenever you apply the brake, you will get a charge in the vehicle. And there is a signal customer will get on his instrument cluster that vehicle is charging. So all this reverse throttle, this regenerative braking, it is helping customer to get maximum range. RRR mode you just heard from Saurabh, and in race mode customer will get 55 km per hour speed. And believe me, our customer really loves sometime to take this vehicle at maximum speed and have some fun with the vehicle. Not only customers, sometimes we have to reach to airports on time, and we are in a hurry to reach our offices. That time also we can just say customer that put it in the race mode, and vehicle will just zoom and you will reach on time to your destination. We have a PMS motor in this vehicle which will give 10 kilowatt peak power and 52 Newton meter torque. So we are from Mahindra group of company, and we love our power and torque in our vehicle. And this is designed by our own Pratap Bose. So this vehicle also gives you maximum fun when you are giving the acceleration. This is one more very unique feature that we get generally in high-end SUVs, but in this particular vehicle, Mahindra UDO, we have given this feature, which is the hill hold assist. You imagine a scenario, and I am 100% sure that all of us have faced this scenario when you are climbing on a steep flyover or some incline, some hilly terrain, and there is a traffic jam. So vehicle will roll back. Let me tell you, UDO will never roll back. The kind of hill hold feature we have given, UDO will stay there for 7 to 8 seconds, and that gives customer a comfort like he is driving a SUV. With that, we are giving 25.8% gradability, and this kind of gradability, let me tell you that any hilly terrain, this vehicle will just go with a lot of ease. UDO will come with Mahindra Nemo, and this particular telematics app we have in all our electric vehicles. We upgraded this app when we have reached to 3 lakhs vehicle, and this vehicle is coming with this Nemo app. This gives customer navigation to 10,000 charging points. So we have done tie-up with lot of private players, and 10,000 charging stations across India. It is available on the app, and customer can navigate to those charging points whenever is required. Apart from that, this particular app will give customers about service reminder, even how he is driving the vehicles. Even we also get a lot of understanding about our customer, about their driving habits, about their charging habits, and we educate our customers that what is the optimum way they can use their vehicle. Suman spoke about customer dignity, and I am very pleased, and I feel very proud when I meet our Trio customer. There is a customer in Lucknow whose name is Barsati Bhaiya. So he purchased Trio 3 years back, and today he has a 20 Trio fleet. Why I am saying this? We have a fleet customer also in this electric auto, and this Nemo app will help this fleet owners to geofence their vehicle and actually plan a trip for each vehicle. So it's a very useful app for customer as well as for Mahindra Last Mile Mobility. We have spoken about 20% thicker seat for the driver, which is a pilot seat. What about the passenger? Again, when I sit in the CNG auto, many times my knee, it touches to the compartment between the driver and the passenger. You will see, once we reveal the vehicle, in this vehicle, you will have at least 1 feet kind of a leg room which is available. And there are 3 healthy people can sit aram se on the passenger seat, and they will have ample of headroom as well as the shoulder room. Now talk about the stability of the vehicle. We have a wheelbase of 2100 millimeter and 215 mm of ground clearance. So this gives a lot of stability to our vehicle. Apart from this, Philip already spoke about this, that we have a dual fork suspension in the front and independent suspension in rear. Again, this slide is not giving justice to what I am telling you. We have arranged some vehicle where you will be, it is driven by our drivers, but you will get a ride. Please take that ride and experience that what kind of comfort you are getting in this vehicle. Pratap spoke about the windshield of the vehicle. Let me tell you, let me give you the number. This is the 2x bigger than any other competition. This gives unrestricted view to our customers when they are driving the vehicle. All our components like battery, charger, drivetrain, they are IP67 compliant. And IP67 is when you submerge this component into the water for half an hour and bring them back, nothing will happen to them. So you know what is IP67. And we are very happy to say that all our parts are IP67 compliant. So again, in different presentation you heard that we are taking this category from survival to dignity, and that is why we are thinking about the overall well-being of the customer. And this is one unique thing which we are providing, only Mahindra Last Mile Mobility is providing. No other company is offering something like this, which will ensure that overall well-being of the customer is taken care. So we have a Uday Next loyalty program, which is there for all the customers. They need not pay anything extra for this program, where we offer them 20 lakhs accidental insurance. So for any unfortunate incidents, customer family is safe. Apart from that, we want to really help customer through some education counseling, through some finance counseling, and through some addiction control counseling. Again, I keep meeting, as Suman has suggested, we keep meeting a lot of customers, and in one of our customer meet in Rajasthan, one customer mother, she came up to me and she told that we were conducting that addiction control session in that meeting. And she told that मेरे बेटे को आप 2 महीने के लिए अपने पास रखो लेकिन इसका एडिक्शन छुड़वाओ. So this is what is Uday Next program is offering to our customer. Now all these cool features, all range, everything, what is actually customer will get out of all this thing. So customer will get 5 lakhs saving compared to CNG vehicle, and I'll tell you how. If customer drives 200 kilometers a day, he will pay around 450 rupees for CNG. If we consider CNG price 77 rupees per kg. And for similar range, customer will spend on electricity around 95 to 96 rupees. So in a day, only on fuel, customer will save around 350 rupees. And if you extrapolate it to 60 months, and I have considered that customer will drive only 25 days, because we also want our customer take rest for 5 days, then 5 lakhs only he will save through fuel saving. When we are putting this vehicle with a lot of testing and a lot of confidence, we want to give complete peace of mind to our customers. And we are announcing 1 lakh kilometer free service on Mahindra UDO. On this vehicle, we have segment best 6 years or 1.5 kilometers warranty. This will be the complete peace of mind for our customer. Now let's see how Mahindra UDO is compared to, I have not written the name of the competition, but let me tell you, all electric 3-wheelers, key players, and CNG vehicles, they are included here. And UDO is green, like electric vehicle, on most of the parameters. Whether it is energy efficiency, the features which Saurabh has explained, creep, reverse throttle, it is not available in other vehicles. So this is what is customer will get with Mahindra UDO. And with this, I'll invite Saurabh again on the stage. Thank you.
Am I audible? Yeah. Thanks, Pradeep. So, you've seen the design, engineering, who the customer is, what the features are. When you put all of them together, what do you get? Exactly. You get UDO. But we feel that this attitude that the product carries is not really coming out from this. And hence, I really want to bring that attitude out. Can I have the AV, please? एक बार से दिल नहीं भरता, मिलके देख मुझे दोबारा. Can I have the AV once again?
नहीं मैं तुझे ग्री भेज रहा हूँ उसमें डाल दो.
चलेंगे नहीं, उड़ के जाएंगे. फटफट नहीं, सरपट जाएंगे. हवा में नहीं, हवा से बात करेंगे. जहां से बाकी सब मुड़े, हम उससे भी आगे उड़े. हर मोड़ ताबड़तोड़, हर चौखट पे रॉकेट. हम जहां कमे वहां जमे. हर चाल भौका. दिल में आएंगे नहीं, दिल जीत के जाएंगे. ऑटो नहीं, ऑटो प्लेन उड़ाएंगे. महिंद्रा उड़ो, ऑटो नहीं, ऑटो प्लेन बोलो.
है ना कुछ अलग स्वैग. So, before we actually get to the business end of the session, price, गाड़ी, उससे पहले हमने कस्टमर्स की बात की थी और इस कैटेगरी में करीब 85-90% कस्टमर्स जब परचेज करते हैं तो उन्हें फाइनेंशियल हेल्प लगती है. So it will be incomplete if we don't talk about financing. And if we have upped the ante on product, हमने फाइनेंस को भी पीछे नहीं छोड़ा है. LTVs, टेनर तो मिलेंगे, बट इस प्रोडक्ट के साथ आप जब भी अपने, खास करके जो मेरे डीलर फ्रेंड्स हैं यहाँ पे, जब भी आप अपने मार्केट में जाएंगे, द फाइनेंशियर्स हैव अग्रीड कि वो आपको अच्छे अट्रैक्टिव इंटरेस्ट रेट देंगे. एंड दैट इज अगेन elevating the pride of ownership, the ownership experience as such. So finance हो गया, गाड़ी हो गई, गाड़ी का वीडियो देख लिया, मिलेगी कितने में? That's a big question, and I think I'll invite someone also on the stage while we do this whole price thing.
This is definitely for all of you, my Mahindra colleagues and my dealer partners. This is for you. We, of course, when you shape the category, you need to make sure it gets into the hands of our customers and real fast.
Yeah. So can I have the price review, please? So the vehicle will have an ex-showroom price of 384,299, but then Suman and I were chatting and Arpit joined in, so I said some takeoff pricing, please.
Yes, we have something special for today.
So the takeoff price, please.
Introductory price for takeoff. Introductory. Yes, the introductory price for takeoff. 358,999 for a limited period only. Now you know what we are bringing to this category and why we're so sure to shape.
Yeah, so I think, thanks Suman. I think Suman mentioned this will be introductory and this will be time bound, the details of which we'll circulate separately to our partners, but it will be available at 35899 for the first lot of customers. We will commence retail shortly and hence there is no need to wait. Some of you have already received the vehicles, the others are getting it. So yeah, finally arrived at that moment for which a lot of us have worked really hard, and to bring out what we brought out, and those charts, believe me, are not doing justice to what you're going to see. So let me give you away UDO. Can I have the product reveal, please?